Coming up, fully vaccinated. Tears and smiles at airport arrivals, but concerns remain about the government's rules on departures.
The Lunchtime News with Lucrezia Millarini.
Good afternoon. There were emotional scenes in airport arrival halls today as COVID travel rules were relaxed for visitors to the UK who've been double jabbed from the United States and the EU. But the changes over foreign travel aren't over. Later this week, the government is expected to announce a watch list for some destinations. Ministers say it will allow us to make informed decisions over where to visit this summer. Others believe it will cause chaos in an industry that's already struggling through the pandemic. Here's our political correspondent, Carl Dinham. So, Carl, when do we expect to hear the government's decision on any changes to the travel rules then?
Well, the word is
to the Olympics now, where Great Britain's equestrians have won their first team eventing gold medal in 49 years. It's taken Team GB's tally to 11 gold medals and 33 overall, and there could be more to come. After winning as a team this morning, they're now competing against each other in the individual event and are well placed to add to that tally. Well, Sangeeta Lal has all the details on another big day in Tokyo. Well, being an Olympian no doubt comes with its physical challenges, but there have been more signs today of the toll competing can take on an athlete's mental well-being. We're back to Tokyo later in the programme. Gymnast Max. First on to the rest of the day's news, and tributes have been paid to a 5-year-old found dead in a river in South Wales. 2 adults and a teenager have been arrested on suspicion of murder. Geraint Vincent is at the scene in Bridgend. Geraint, the tragic case, what more can you tell us? An inquest has opened into the death of a convicted terrorist who was killed by police in South London in February last year. Sudesh Aman stabbed 2 people in a street in Streatham before he was shot dead. He'd recently been released from prison after serving half of his sentence for terror offences. Well, Neil Connery. Wildfires are continuing to rage for a 6th day in Turkey, with tourists evacuated and residents forced to leave their homes. At least 8 people are now known to have died, with firefighters battling to contain and control more than 100 separate fires. Sharon Thomas has the latest. Finally, this lunchtime, we return to Tokyo, where Max Whitlock has been telling us about the thrill of winning another gold medal on the pommel horse. The gymnast has now won 6 Olympic medals overall, but he told our sports editor, Steve Scott, that yesterday's win was the most nerve-wracking of them all. Oh, Max Whitlock speaking to our sports editor, Steve Scott. And we'll have more from Tokyo at 6:30, including details of 2 more silver medals won while we've been on air. I'll be back for that. But for now, from everyone here on the Lunchtime team, bye-bye. Hello again. Now the main stories in London. 2 men have been charged with murder following the disappearance of a woman in Barnet. Talks between tube bosses and unions are continuing today to try and avert strike action on the Underground. A woman who was stabbed at Speaker's Corner in Hyde Park has claimed that the venue has become hostile and dangerous for evangelical Christians. Some viewers may find the following footage distressing to watch. A £700 million film and television studio is set to be built in Hertfordshire, creating thousands of jobs. Sunset. All right, weather now. Here's Sally. That's it for now. We're back with the latest at 6. Until then, enjoy your afternoon. Bye-bye.